Hey, we are here with a very special guest, plus one. And Pam is our stager who's been with us for 10 years. So we're excited to have her in here. In fact, if you see the design in here, this is her fingerprint of how she designed the space. So Pam, you've been helping our sellers a lot in terms of staging their homes, getting their homes ready. And staging is not just putting up some pretty pictures. So tell us what that process looks like with sellers from the beginning.
So we meet with our homeowners and we have a conference with them. We tell them what the process is. We try not to overwhelm anyone because it can be a very overwhelming process just selling your house. Nonetheless, somebody coming in and telling you what you should do to update your house. Yeah. So we find out what their needs are. It can be anything from doing renovations in their home, updating kitchens and bathrooms, to just doing some paint and some floors. And it can be as simple as just coming in and moving some things around and making sure that it's photo ready for the market.
So it's just like few things here or there, or you could do the full gamut and project manage. And I know you've helped some people with some full renovations, especially some of our investor clients who have bought homes that needed a lot of work and then gone in there and renovated and all.
Exactly. And, we're available to do all of those things, whether it be on the smaller scale or on the larger scale, whatever our people need.
What do you see some of the things in terms of, let's say, 2 or 3 most important things that usually give like the best return on investment for sellers?
Well, definitely paint is the number one, at the very least, whether you've been living in a house for 5 years, 3 years, walls get marked up. So
antique white all over the house, right?
No, sir.
Oh.
No, sir. So we actually have some recipes that we use, for depending on the home and the light that it gets and how it's facing. We'll do certain colors for certain homes.
Okay.
But we don't use just one color throughout the home. Primarily, we'll do a palette of colors.
Okay. Actually, I know you come back in like when the house has had some renovations done and you get to work with Pam in terms of putting it all together. Tell us what that looks like.
So that's it's a lot of fun because my background is in interior decorating. So as soon as Pam found out about that, she was ecstatic. So what we do is we have a truck show up with all of our staging furniture. It gets delivered either a couple days before or the same day. Yeah. And then Pam and I, determine where that furniture is going to go. And then we just start spreading everything around, picking what artwork we feel works best with that room, based on the furniture, the color aesthetics, all of that. So it doesn't just magically happen overnight, like some people like to think.
I like coming in when it's been done magically and just go, wow, this looks amazing.
Oh, yes. I mean, if we were genies, we would love to just be able to walk into a house, snap our fingers, and that was done. But luckily, we have a really good process in place that it's almost seamless most of the time. There's hiccups here and there, but that happens with anything. But it's always fun to take a break from selling a house and helping to beautify a house to put it on the market.
And Pam, Ashley talked about the truck full of stuff. So tell us about this magical place, the warehouse that we have.
It's magical.
It all come from.
It is.
When it's organized, it's magical, right?
Right. It depends on any given day of how organized it is. We have 15 homes full of furniture to bring in. And again, we select based on what that particular home requires.
Yeah, because some homes already have the seller's furniture, right? So you're not bringing in a whole package of stuff.
So in that case, we would just bring an accessory package. Yeah. So we would just bring in artwork and some toss pillows and few tchotchkes, you know, things
We
like that.
call it fluff staging, I think.
Well, no, fluff staging to me is just going in and, you know, with their stuff.
Using their, right.
But this is a step more where we would bring in a few things and hang some art. And just, so the reason behind why we don't always use the homeowner's product is because, you know, it's very taste specific. It's a curated process. When we own our homes, we have things that are important to us and are very taste specific. So what we have in our warehouse and what we provide for our homes are just enough color and visual interest to draw your eye into a property. So, you know, you just kind of want to edit down and make sure that somebody is able to visualize the architecture of a space versus looking at everybody's beautiful pictures or, you know, their, beautiful figurines or whatever they've collected, their teacup collections. You know, there's beautiful things, but you don't want to distract a buyer with those kinds of things.
Totally get it. We could spend at least another 20, 30 minutes talking about staging because it is a favorite topic of mine. But I appreciate you spending a little bit of time and just kind of unpacking this and sharing with them what that process looks like. Thank you, Ashley and Pam.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.